good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the rest of the world. And welcome back to my channel. This is a vlog that I have been doing of quite some time now, specifically related to literacy versus education and the pathetic condition of the Indian youth, the current generation. So, what I'm going to talk about today is basically a continuation of what I have been doing these last few vlogs, and if you have not been through them, you will find them attached on the top right corner. I will attach the entire playlist of the vlog, and please go through it. If you like the discussion, you can like and share the video, and I would request you all to please subscribe for more other vlogs to come. And without further ado, let's move on to the next topic in the discussion. Like I had promised, I will be talking about the colleges this time, and how they are not really able to contribute to education and are basically doing sort of a literacy campaign. Now, if you really want to understand the basic difference between literacy and education, please go to the first vlog of this entire series, where I actually go ahead and talk about literacy and education and the differences of them. And going forward, I have moved on to discuss how schools have not been able to really work up to education, how parents have not been able to do it, how the education system itself is a bit weak. So continuing on that particular thought, I am talking about the colleges. Now this time when I'm talking about colleges, I am focusing specifically on engineering as well as medical colleges. Now please understand that the engineering and the medical colleges, there are so many engineering and medical colleges across the country, right across the entire spectrum, if I would rather say. So you have top-notch colleges right down to very basic colleges that offer engineering as well as medical courses. Now, the issue is not about backdated courses, outdated courses, about semi-effective ways of teaching. No, these are not what I'm going to talk about in this particular segment. As far as the medical colleges are concerned, obviously they have to be updated, with latest medico-technological features and latest discoveries, latest medicines. Otherwise, it would basically be a farce. So that is something that the medical colleges already take care of. So that is not what I'm talking about. Engineering colleges, on the other hand, when they are actually going ahead and training the students for engineering, now majority of the engineering institutes, all they do is basically give theoretical knowledge. Yeah, they do have practical classes, they do have projects, and I have come across scores and scores of engineering students. Does not matter whatever field you're talking about. It might be mechanical, it might be aeronautical, it might be design engineering, it might be computer science, electrical, electronics. It does not matter. Okay, when they actually come down to doing their hands-on projects, okay, there is a dearth of imagination. Now that dearth of imagination obviously will be there among the students, but what are the educators doing? What are the professors, the assistant professors, the lecturers, the people who are supposed to guide these minds? What are they doing? Can they not even go ahead and give them projects which will fire the imagination of the students? They don't. They take the easy route out. They take the easy way out, and they give the most simplest of stuffs. Now, I'm not saying that doing basic stuff is wrong. Basics are good. People, engineers with very strong basics will always be good, but you also need to go ahead and fire the imagination of these budding engineers. The entire world, this entire age is revolving around engineering marvels. Okay, you can talk defense, you can talk security, you can talk medicine if required. Okay, medical engineering is also a very good big field right now with robotics coming into the picture. So, why are the students' imaginations not being fired up? Also, in one of my previous vlogs, I had already mentioned that out of 1.5 million students that actually enroll in engineering colleges across all fields, only about half of them pass out. And out of the people who pass out, about only 25 to 30% of them actually end up getting jobs. The rest of them sit at home, twiddling the fingers, again because of lack of guidance, lack of counseling, and to a certain extent, a lack of, I would not say experiment, but a lack of adventure amongst these students. Okay, let's take West Bengal for instance. Majority of the unemployed youth in West Bengal are engineers. Now you take all of them, you bring them all to one place. Okay, this is a challenge. I want people to prove me wrong if they can. Bring them all to one place. Okay, bring all the engineering companies across India and bring them to this one place. Let them go through the interviews. First of all, not a lot of them will be selected. And among the people who will be selected, okay, they will decline to go and take the job simply because it is out of state. Now I am going to cover this mentality in the next vlog on employment and employment mentalities. Okay, but that is what happens. I've given an example of West Bengal, but it's true for other states as well. Some states are much more outgoing and people from those states move out. Some states are not as much outgoing and people from those states do not move out. But this happens. Also, when it comes to engineering, when it comes to medical, most of the students, okay, they don't want to do engineering or medical. It's their parents who want them to do their engineering or medical. It's their parents who want their kids to be an engineer. It's their parents who want their kids to be a doctor. Does not matter whether the kid has that aptitude or not. They are forced into it. Now, what about that kid who did have an aptitude but did not get through because of the quota system present there? The quota system was designed to give everybody equal chances. Just because somebody belongs from a different caste or a different tribe or an underprivileged minority, that they will not have the same opportunity to become a doctor or an engineer. That was something that our founding fathers did not want, so they created the quota system. But now what has happened is, it is only a tick mark activity. You do your competitive exams, you come up to a particular ranking, and out of those ranking you just tick mark the quota system. Okay, fine, 100 people of this kind here, you've gone through. 100 people of this kind, of this category, you've gone through, and the rest of them fall by the wayside. Does not matter whether these people have the aptitude or not. And talking about aptitude, engineering and medical, both, please understand, just because you score well in a competitive exam does not mean you have the aptitude to be an engineer or a doctor. Where are the aptitude tests? Where is the basic fitment test? Where is the psychometry test? Just because a person scores well in an exam and there are hundreds of ways to do that, does not mean that the person is fit to be an engineer or a doctor. No wonder they don't end up getting jobs. No wonder the doctors are useless. Nowadays, people study to become a doctor not to battle disease, not to help save lives, but to open their own private practice and earn money. It does not matter whether it is working or not. Oh, and believe me, this pandemic, this COVID pandemic, has actually separated the good doctors from the bad. This pandemic has actually separated the good medical techs from the bad. There is a saying in India, "Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani." It basically means separating the good from the bad. The doctors who are actually worth the salt have been found out, and the worthless ones have also been found out. Now, I would suggest both the engineering and the medical boards to do a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of thought, spend a little bit of money on maybe the labs, the equipment, maybe upgrade a few things, maybe fire up the imagination of the engineers. Okay, maybe go ahead and find out whether the people who are actually applying to either be an engineer or a doctor, whether they actually fit that profile or not. I may want to be an engineer, but I don't have the aptitude for it. I may have the aptitude, but I don't want to be one. How do you find that out? Where are the steps? Where are the processes to do that? Engineering and medical are very crucial. People with the aptitude and the will need to be in there. Yes, engineering institutes, medical institutes, you are there to make money. I understand that. It's all a business after all. Saving lives is not enough. You need to make money doing it. Okay? Giving medicines is not enough. You need to, make money prescribing it. Building homes, building bridges, building constructions, constructing important things is not enough. You need to make money doing it. I understand that aspect of it. But it should go to people who matter, people who can deliver, people who have the aptitude for it, people who have the will for it, people who have the dream for it, and people who would fight like hell to keep doing the right thing for it. That's all. Again, my opinion, my views, based upon my experience, based upon what I have seen and what I have analyzed in all of these experiences so far. Like a broken record, I would still like to go ahead and reiterate. Yes, people will agree with it. If you agree with it, please like and share the video. If you disagree with it, you do not have to like and share the video, but you can leave a comment on my YouTube channel below this video. I want this to be discussed. I want this to be discussed among students. I want this to be discussed amongst competitive exam organizations. I want this to be discussed among engineering colleges, engineering institutes. I want this to be discussed among medical institutions and the medical boards. Is there something we can do better? There is something we can do better. Who's going to take the step? Discuss it. Let's get it rolling. Let's put India back on the geopolitical map. India is a rising power. And the power of the country belongs in the hands of the youth. The youth need to be taken care of. They need to be sorted out. They need to be, and it needs to be done in a very smart manner. It needs to be done in a very right manner. So please like, share and subscribe. Share the video if you think you agreed with it. And if you disagree with it, you're most welcome. Not everybody will agree with what I have said. You're free to leave comments below the video. Thank you. Have a great day. Wait for my next video when I talk about employment. Have a great day again. See you later.